Okay, great. So I'm just going to step back here into this here so you know what to do here. So, so like I was saying here, once you get a block logo like this, you want to select the magic tool, the magic wand tool, which is the fourth icon typically from the top. Tap on the white areas and then tap on that. There's going to be another one right here. Tap on that and then you're done, right?
Okay.
So I want to also size this logo. So I'm going to go into the image and then image size. Actually, hold on. That's not what I want to do. I want to go to the image and I want to do to, actually, I apologize. So good thing that we are recording this.
Yes.
So I want to edit the image. So I go under edit and then I go under transform, right? And the first option is called scale. I want to scale the logo a little smaller, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to come here and I'm going to scale it smaller, right? And press enter. And then I'm going to tap on this first icon right here, which is like the movement tool, right? I can move this thing around now, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to move this thing down here. And we're done, right? We just created a simple Nike filter, okay? So when I'm done, I'm going to go to File, and then I'm going to export it, right? And then this is here, quick export as PNG.
Okay.
So let me just save it, Nike example .png. I'm going to save it on my desktop. So I'm going to go back into your account now.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to the video filter area. All right. I'm going to tap on add image. Here's my PNG file. I'm going to select it. And then it's going to show up here. Now I'm also going to do the same thing for the photo filter. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to add the photo filter. Done on that. And I'm just going to press save.
Okay.
Right? So whenever you make a change on the dashboard and you want to test it on the iPad, go to your iPad now, and if you're still logged into your account on the StoriCam app,
I am.
okay. On the very top right corner, you'll see like this very light transparent layer button on the top right corner. Type in your password and that will take you into the admin area of your account.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay. And then you want to tap the green refresh button. So it's gonna refresh now. It should be very quick.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, so you can exit out of that. I think on the top left corner is an X.
Yes.
Okay, so take a boomerang now.
Okay.
And then just press save. Or
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And let me know when it's been published.
So it's saying either to take another one or to send to me. That's where it's at right now.
Yeah, just take another. It'll take you back to the home screen.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So let me refresh this. Okay, so this little area right here, where it says devices, you'll see there's 1 out of 2, right?
Okay.
So this is actually the vitals of your iPad. I can click on here and I can see that you have an iPad 12.9 inch, you have a lot of space, you have 86% of your battery life, and there's 1 to 2 uploads that are being processed right now. So the way that this whole thing works is that it's being sent to our servers. Our servers are doing all the hard work, and it's going to publish it out, right? So should start appearing pretty soon here in your dashboard once it's been processed.
Okay.
Let's see here.
So it's expected that it's going to take a few minutes just because it needs to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's fairly quick. It depends how much traffic's going on onto the network right now, but
Mhm.
it's light traffic right now, but it should appear very soon. But when you were taking that a boomerang, you should have seen the Nike logo, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so that logo is what's gonna show up here once it's already, it looks like it's already been processed here because now it says 2. So while that's coming in here, let me just kind of walk you around the other parts of the area, right? So for whenever you create a event, to the right of it, you can always see there's always a built-in gallery, right?
Okay.
So, oh, here it is. So you'll see that this gallery, which you can also customize as well too. You can add your own header, your own background color, and so forth. Here's that video that you just created.
Okay.
Right. So if I do a refresh here, I should come up in the dashboard now. Yep, there it is.
There it goes. Okay.
Cool. So yeah, so that's that. Okay, so social. This is where if you want to connect your accounts to a Facebook account or a Twitter account. So if you want to, like, every time you press the "oh yeah" button, that it automatically publishes it to a Facebook page.
Okay. And there's no option for Instagram, just Facebook and Twitter?
Instagram does not allow you to do that kind of stuff.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They want people only uploading from their mobile phones.
Got it. Okay.
So the Dropbox option, this is important if, oh, it's like you already connected it.
Yes, I connected the Dropbox. I did try to connect to Facebook and it didn't allow me, but I can't recall what the it says the app is not set up. This app is still in development mode.
Let me see. Facebook is always changing shit. Oh, God. Okay, well, I'll get that to the developers today.
Okay.
So, but the Dropbox one is cool because you should have already now have 2 videos that have been dropped into your Dropbox. So that's what's really cool about it, is that sometimes you'll get clients that will say like, hey, can you send us all of the videos or something? So you can actually have it being dropped over to not only to your Dropbox, but it can actually be dropped off to somebody else's Dropbox as well too.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see them in the Dropbox.
Yeah, cool. I'll skip the widgets for right now. These need some work. The design portion of it, like you said, you know, you have a video, you have an image, right? So you can choose either or. The image will be the same size as the template. I'm going to send you a template that you can just, that I'll have it broken up into 3 different layers.
Okay.
Home screen, background, and photo and video filter. And then you can just kind of play around with it. They're all the same size.
Okay.
So let me see the front of your StoriCam. What kind of options do you have? Is it like a big tap to start button, or is it just, or does it have all the icons?
It is tap to start.
Okay, so when you're tapping to start, you're going into another menu, right?
Yes, then it gives me the option to select between photo, boomerang.
Okay. So let me show you how to like switch that off and on as well too, right? So if you exit out of that, then go back into your admin by tapping on that transparent menu on the very top.
Yeah.
You can actually select what experiences you want to offer, right? So right there below it, I think one says animated and the other one says
Classic view.
classic view. So if you tap on like the classic view, for example, and say you want to obviously turn off that 360 one, right?
Yes.
So tap on the 360 and it's going to pop up with like different speeds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Deselect the 1x, right? It should all be gray now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so and then tap on OK or get out of that screen.
Mm-hmm.
And now the 360 should automatically be gray now, right?
It is, yes.
Okay.
So only the other 4 options are
Okay,
checked.
so you get the other 4 options, you can tap them off or on if you want to offer them. So for example, if you want to just offer photos and boomerangs or photos and GIFs, whatever it is, you can just tap these things on and off, and then they'll appear on the home screen. So for example, let's turn off the shout outs, for example.
Okay.
Single tap it and then get out of that screen. It'll take you back to the home screen, and you'll notice now that there's 3 icons now on the home screen.
Yes, correct.
Right? So what color are the icons?
They're like a light
Blue. Okay. So let me show you how to update those colors, right? So you go here into like color settings, right? And say I want to do like a red and a white, for example. So I have my font color and I have my button color, right? So I'm going to do save iPad design again. So for you to see the changes, you just go into the admin and press refresh.
Okay.
And then get out of that, and then it will take. Then you'll see that the icons have now changed colors.
Okay. Yep. Now they're red.
Cool. Cool. So those are the 2 different views. You can have icons in the front, or you can have like a menu experience where you just have like a clean like tap to start button, right? It's really up to you. You know, I go back and forth. I do, you know, depending on like who I'm dealing with here.
Okay.
You know, obviously the buttons are, you go up to the screen and you just immediately tap to start, or you tap whatever option that you want and you go, right?
Okay.
Sometimes I like just having the tap and start buttons. It's just cleaner, right?
Yeah, it does look cleaner. I do like that option better.
Yeah, so it really depends with like your design and so forth, but you have the flexibility of doing that.
Okay.
The photo background area, I wouldn't really touch. So what this is here is you can have a photo background, right? And say, for example, I wanted to take a photo, and I want to say I had like a background that was like a grass background right here. Let me just. This is a little bit advanced here. I don't typically do this because it just requires a lot more effort.
Yeah.
In creating this, and I don't think the effort is worth the. So let me just watch. I'm just gonna create. So I have like,
I see.
I have like this large. I'm gonna put like a large.
Essentially, for an event, you don't even need to have like the backgrounds, because you can just literally create it here. Or do you still offer?
Yeah, I mean, typically it's you're not going to have a background every single time, you know. So
I'm sorry,
you won't have a background every single time, you know. So
yeah.
Sometimes you just want to have like something, right? So for example, and this is not even like a background. This is a background frame. It's not like a background image, right? So I'm going to show you here, for example, right? Haven't done this in a very long time, but say for example, I created this Nike filter for Nike soccer, right? And I want to say, I want to have my photos Now I'm dragging here. I drag here. I want to have my photos up here in this little box, right?
Got it.
Okay, so I'm gonna save it right now. Make sure I have a photo filter. Okay, I do. So press the refresh button, and now take a photo.
Okay, so I don't see the background. I still only see the Nike, but I did refresh.
Well,
So should I be seeing that the
No.
greenery in the back?
oh, well,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Well, did you take? Well, take a photo.
I did,
Oh, you did. Okay. Let's see here.
and I didn't save it though because I couldn't see the greenery. Should I be saving it and then it's like
Yeah, just take a photo and it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna show you. It's gonna show you only in the final image. I don't typically do this. Like I said, I always kind of put a overlay. I use the same video overlay that I put on the photo.
okay.
It's just easier. I don't think, I don't know. Everyone's different, but you have the. I just want to show you this here. So you have the option of doing something like this if you want to get a little bit more creative.
Okay. All right, it should be coming in a few seconds. There it goes. Oh, I do see it. Oh, okay, so the picture is smaller.
Yeah. So see this photo now that is trying to come up. See that?
Mhm. So you still see my background, it's
Yeah.
just the surrounding. Okay, I
Just
get it.
a frame.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah. But I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna just do a full bleed. And you do that by just like taking this and just making it fully cropped. This way, what it's gonna do is it's gonna take the full photo and it's gonna put it over the background.
Okay.
I know some of the stuff is not gonna make sense immediately, but you gotta really just kind of start playing with it and it'll make sense.
It's actually making sense. I think actually knowing how to actually set up the actual background, it's where I'm probably gonna have to, review this video,
Okay.
but everything else does make sense.
Yeah, like I said, what I typically do, I create a filter, I'll upload the video filter, I'll upload the photo filter, and I'm done.
Okay.
And also change the color settings for the buttons on
Yes.
the front screen. And I'm typically done, right? I don't need to spend too much time doing all that. I spend most of my time creating the filter because that's kind of where the art is. The art is in the filter.
Okay.
So other types of things here is so let's see here. Hold on. Oh, we want to go into settings, right? So I want to show you settings, right? So let me explain to you what these settings are, right? So list and publish. So this will actually, when somebody uses the camera, it will make the content available in the gallery, right? So sometimes people don't want themselves in the gallery or whatever it is. I just kind of, by default, it's always on, right?
Okay.
I keep it there, right? Display home screen gallery. So you're probably seeing right now on your iPad, there's a blue button that says like view home gallery or something.
Let's see. Yeah, it's just as gallery.
Yeah, so you can, I can turn that off, right? So you don't, so the whole point of that is that somebody can actually look at the gallery on the iPad, right? So you can see all the fun and activity that's happening on the iPad right there on the iPad.
Okay.
You don't gotta wait for an email or something of that sort. The next option here says enable daily follow-up emails. This is
Does it,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, does it show more than one video, or is it or does it only show videos?
No, it'll show the entire gallery, which is 3 right now.
Okay, because it's only showing one for me right now, so it's
Let
only
me-
showing the original picture. Maybe
Let me see. You probably need to scroll down. It will load more. Let me see that screen.
so. And then I just click here and it stays in that one. It just replays that one over and over.
Oh, hold on. Well, it showed 3, and then it went.
It did show 3, yes. So when I look here, oh, turned it off. It shows all 3 there.
Yeah. Okay, so what was your question?
So it's only displaying 1 in the gallery. It's not displaying all 3. So
No,
does it only display one thing, or does it display everything that's in the gallery, like back to back?
no, you're seeing the gallery right there. The gallery is this thing, is this right here. So the same gallery that you're seeing on here is this right here. 3.
Okay, okay, so this is what happens when I click gallery. So it goes into the 3 pictures, right? But then it turns into that.
Oh, it automatically goes there?
It automatically goes there.
Oh.
And then it just stays replaying that same boomerang.
Huh. That's interesting. Okay. I've never seen that one before. Okay. Okay, I'll play with that, but
Okay.
this is how you turn off that button. I don't even like that button, to be honest with you. So I turn off that button just so it just has a cleaner look to it.
Okay.
The enable daily follow-up emails. So once, say for example, you go to the event, it's 9 p.m. You've done 100 videos, for example. You'll notice that as people throughout the night, they'll either be drinking more, they'll have more fun, and they'll come back and they'll do like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more, right?
Yeah.
What the daily follow-up email does, and this is really a marketing feature, but it can also be used for a private event. What it does is that the next day in the morning, it will email the same people who used the camera.
Mhm.
And you use the camera 6 times with one single email every single time. Actually, the next day, it takes all the 6 videos, puts them all in one single email, and says, "Hey, thank you for coming. Let's relive the night." Right?
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what that does.
Okay.
The next option, which is auto suggestion. So this is cool. So when you type in your email for the very first time, it will actually save it. So when you come back again, all you gotta do is type in like SO, and then it will show your email. So you don't gotta keep typing it over and over and over again, right? So you can turn that off and turn that on based on where you're at.
Okay.
I've never used this one here. This one's always off, right?
I don't plan on using the print option either.
Yeah.
So
I've never, honestly, in the 8 years, I've probably printed one time, and it was like an old school customer who thought printing was cool, and then they paid all this money to go and print it, and at the end of the night, all the photos were on the floor.
To be honest, so I went to a wedding back in October, and my friend had a booth, but she had like the big mirror, and they were printing the pictures, and we all got a picture, and